What you got there, bro?
Huh?
What you got there?
This is some never before seen. Unless you watch my Instagram stories.
Yeah?
Food right here. So it's an Açaí bowl. I used to call it a Açaí bowl because I didn't know how to say it right. But you see right here, it tells you how to say it. Açaí. Anyways, it's a superfood, and this one is special because I put a bunch of other cool stuff in it, like mangoes, strawberries, blueberries, bananas, gains, extra bicep gains, also calf gains. We just got to dig a little deeper. They're in there. But is that why we made this video?
What?
To talk about this?
No, not talking about this. I mean, they probably haven't had this.
They definitely haven't had this before.
You don't think
unless
you're living like
unless you live in California, Southern
like
California. Because when I lived in San Francisco, this is not something. I mean, I haven't been there for. I haven't lived there for 8 years now, so it could be different. But it's like a trendy Southern California thing, San Diego thing, you know, like beach bra thing.
Yeah.
Or like maybe Miami. They might have these in Miami. But if you guys ever come to California, you gotta try this. But there's something more important. Something more important to talk about than this. Even though this is very important. This is like a representation of what else we're gonna talk about. Trying something.
About the happiness, right?
Yeah, it's about happiness. It's about trying something new.
Well, this brings you happiness, would you say?
Absolutely. I mean, this is like sugar.
Yeah.
Like an instant gratification, or like, damn, I ate some sugar, I'm hyped, I feel good, I feel happy, like, you know, my hormones like, oh shit, I feel good, alright?
Yeah.
But that's not the kind of happiness we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about something that's even more important.
I'm talking about outside?
Yeah, but I want to eat this first, because I want to be happy.
Okay.
I want to be happy.
Yeah.
So let me eat this.
And then we'll talk about it.
And then we'll talk about it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Where you going, bro?
Huh?
Where you going?
I'm trying to walk off this sugar high that I just had.
What sugar high?
Yeah, the sugar high. It's actually funny, it's interesting, the sugar thing. So it relates to this whole topic, the whole thing that I'm talking about today, and it's happiness. And it's like two forms of happiness, right? Internal happiness, or like a mean level. I don't know if you guys did good at your math class, but like the mean, like the average, it's the average, right?
Yeah.
Like how you average, your average happiness. And versus like external, I don't know any other math terms to label that because I was never really good at math, but external happiness. So like internal happiness, external happiness. Two forms of happiness. And I want to talk about this tonight. Oh, there, he's flying. I want to talk about this today because I think it's important. Just because a lot of people ask me questions about how do you do this, or how do you become successful, or how do you do that, whatever. I don't know if it's be good at working out, if it's good at internet stuff, if it's good at YouTube, if it's good at Instagram, if it's fucking good at talking, good at anything. Like it's irrelevant. The point is this. Everyone wants to be happy, everyone wants to like be successful, and everyone wants to have things, and everyone wants to have a good relationship, and everyone wants to have like the perfect life, right? That's what most people want, I feel like, because what else is there really to get? They want the things, they want the good looking girlfriend, the good looking boyfriend, whatever it is. They want the good looking car, the good looking house, they want to be comfortable, they want, right? What else is there? What else is there in life? Seriously, like break it down. I'm asking you that though, okay? I'm asking them, and I'm asking you. I'm asking you guys, what else is there?
You know? I mean, giving back, and then learning more, and then giving more as you learn more, and then, you know.
Those are all great, but I'm talking about what do people want? What do most people want? Like, when they paint this picture, you guys paint this picture like your ideal life. What does it consist of?
Yeah.
Like
most people want happiness, right?
You're happy.
They just want to be happy.
Yeah. You want to be happy, and then obviously people want to be comfortable, so they want things, and they want this, and they want that, and they want status, so they want whatever. So the reason why I'm doing the video is I'm talking about the most important thing I think to get any of those things is happiness, and it's the first thing. It's the average, it's the mean, it's the internal happiness. Not to be confused with external happiness. And the reason why I want to separate these two so that people can understand, so you can understand it, not just people, obviously just you guys because you're watching the videos. But let me give you an example. And this is the reason why I feel like internal happiness, like finding that base level of happiness outside of any external things that you're given or you get throughout your life, to like be able to find that happiness, to be able to be happy with just basics like food, shelter, like, you know, a few good friends, even if it's not, you know, 10 good friends, one good friend, like one that's actually a good person, and simple things like that. Like, because I know there's times in my life where I've had like much less, and I've been
just as happy, right?
Just as happy.
Yeah.
Hands down, just as happy as I am today with more. And I'll be honest, like as of lately, I want to say the last like year and a half, like that's kind of fluctuated a little bit, to be like, just to be real frank with you guys. Like I've noticed different things in my life that would like
come and go.
Not necessarily come and go, but that I was like looking for more of, like of the external things to
fill the
to fill it. Yeah.
And
that's the thing, and people do that. You get these, and especially when you start to like experience them, you're like, oh, I want more of that because that made me really happy. And you almost get on this like sugar high. That's why we're joking about the whole sugar thing, and like you get that external happiness because you get something like, I don't know, maybe you made money or you got a girl or something, and you're like, you're like, oh, but it's temporary. It's like this spike, and it dips down, right? Come back to where you are normally. And the thing is, if that ever like goes down, you're like, nah, I'm just like, it just keeps going. That's when you don't feel too good, right? So this is just to get you guys to understand how to differentiate the two things. But think about this. Think about when you're a kid, and I know anyone can relate to this story. Think about when you're a kid and you're like 12 years old, and it's Christmas. Or you're 11 or not, whatever,
or
whatever,
Hanukkah.
Doesn't matter. Hanukkah, whatever, doesn't matter. Something where you know you're a kid. You're back in the day, because unless you're a kid now and you're like, oh, next, you know, this year I want this, my birthday or whatever, you're getting a gift. And the gift is like, for me it was like a video game. It was a new video game. For Kevin it was a BMX bike. And it's like, you like getting that gift is like, oh man, this is what's gonna make me happy. Yeah. That's the thing that's gonna make me happy. Like, I'm gonna get this gift and I'll be happy. Yeah. And nothing else will matter. And now, think of that gift. Stop for a second and think of that gift right now. Think of the gift, whatever it was, when you're 12, last year, whatever the gift was, think of it. Right, it's in the past. And you're like, oh, okay, I remember that. Yeah, I got that dope bike, got the new Xbox One, whatever it is. The PlayStation 4. I don't know why you do that, but anyways, PlayStation 4s too. And then think about like, now fast forward to where you are today watching this video. And how much does that gift matter to you today? All right, so that's what I'm saying. Take the 12-year-old, the whatever it is, how old you were. You probably don't even think about that gift, that bike, whatever it is, that video game is probably super outdated. The bike is super old. You probably haven't driven the bike in like ever, for the last 10 years or however long you got it since then. You don't even think about it, and it has no effect whatsoever on your happiness today. Yeah. Right? That's something that's an external happiness thing, right? That's external. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Like, I think a lot of people in life, they chase everything external happiness. Everything is like, I mean, 2017 likes on Instagram, like views or whatever, like engagement, money, obviously, like that job, that position, that girl or whatever, that guy, whatever, you know, whatever, whoever's watching this video, because obviously I have girls watching this video too.
A lot of material things.
Material things, things that are just outside of like basic things. And I know sometimes basic things like, oh, it's like, oh, basic, it's boring, you know, but basic things like I said, food, shelter, happiness, like the things that, here's Trent right here.
Well, as long as you can breathe.
Yeah.
And have a
What do you want, bro?
Hey.
Don't film him, don't film him. Don't film, he's doing negative stuff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's doing, you know.
Yeah, I can't do
Anyways, go ahead.
No, yeah, as long as you have like, you can, like, you just be thankful, but also happy for everything, you know? No matter how little you have or how much you have, because you can lose everything, but you can also, there's always, actually I was just talking about this today, but the whole perspective thing, and like there's always someone worse off, always, and there's always someone better off, right?
Absolutely.
So if you can gain that perspective, you're like, oh, I'm happy now, and then whatever you build on, you're like, oh, that's,
and I think a lot of people forget that. They forget the fact that like, well, I mean, like, that's the thing, like they see someone that has the stuff that's better off, and they're like, oh, that's who I need to be, or that's where I need to be. Yeah. And then, but sometimes they don't even realize there's 10,000, 100,000, like 10 people, 5 people, 3 people they know that are like way worse off than they are. Yeah. And they're still like unhappy. So I'm not saying you got to base your happiness on someone else's happiness. Like if they're worse off, then you should be happy because they're worse off. You know, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is like, if you constantly base your baseline, like who you are, happiness off of what someone else has, or the things they have, or the things you don't have, or what someone else doesn't have, and it's like you're always going to be in this like, you're just going to be torn always. Like you're never going to be just happy. So all I'm saying in this video is like, take some time to maybe today write down or just think about for like, honestly I think it's a good idea to do, and I need to do this more often. I used to do this more often. Every day I would just think about the things like, you know, 5, 10 things I'm grateful for. And I would just take some time and I would think about them and I would just be, I'm grateful for these things. And just say them to myself in private, whatever, right? Instead of like the constant monologue that people have, like you're driving in your car and you're like, the guy pulls by in the front and you're like, mother, that mother, he's got that car, and you're like, whatever you're in, you're like, oh, I want that car. You know what I usually do too? I remember this when I was a kid, when I was younger.
Yeah?
I would drive in my car, and this is like the power of intention. People talk about this all the time. And I would be like, oh, I'm in that Ferrari. Like, that's where I'm at. And I would like pretend like, don't shut your eyes for too long because you're in the car driving, like you might hit something. But I'm like, I would shut my eyes, I got a stoplight and be like, no, this is, I know that I'm not in it, but like in my mind, I'm gonna pretend, I'm gonna feel like this is what it would be like. And like, that's just a way to get towards the goal. But anyways, point is happiness, guys. Try your hardest. And I'm not saying, hey, this is easy. I'm not saying, yo, I got this down like this, I'm the king of this, like, cause I don't. Like everyone's human, right? But being aware of this, I think is really important. That, yeah, there are gonna be things in your life that will bring you like that external happiness, but try your hardest every day to like just find that mean. Find that like, what's making me happy? How can I stay happy? Find that base level of like happiness all the time without having to be like, oh, I got this, I got that, I got that, I got this, whatever it is, like whatever goal, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Because the secret is really like how you achieve those things that you want. I know it's like, no, man, you can't be happy and then buy a car. Like, I know you guys think, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, if I'm really happy, then I'll be able to buy that car. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying how to achieve those things is with happiness. In the sense of when you're happy, right? Have you ever noticed this? When you're happy, like more cool shit happens. Like, cause I guarantee you can notice this, like when you're unhappy, more bad shit happens. Like, I promise you that. Like, for example, I got pulled over. I went to Disneyland with my mom. I got pulled over. I got a bunch of tickets because I didn't take care of some stuff. So because at first I got pulled over because it was a tint. I was in traffic. I wasn't speeding, nothing like that. Tint, pulled over. The cop's like, I'm gonna give you a tint ticket. Goes back. He's like, oh, by the way, your license has been suspended for a while. I didn't know because I don't keep up with that stuff. And that's a bad habit of mine. My license was suspended, so I got another ticket. My tint, and then my registration.
Like logic, bro.
Yeah. So anyways, I had all these things, and I'm like, mother. I didn't say that to him. I was nice to him because you always gotta be nice. Otherwise, they'll make your day worse, right? Way worse, because they have the power to do that. So I'm nice to them, but then like my mom and I'm like, fuck, like this bad. I'm like mad, and then like we went and had an amazing day at Disneyland, but then we go to leave and I'm like, then I'm stewing on it again. I'm thinking about it again, like how I'm pissed. I gotta pay these things. I gotta pay this bill. I gotta, you know, pay this ticket. And next thing you know, as I'm thinking about all this negative stuff, I get pulled over again by another highway patrol officer. But this time the guy was really cool. We ended up like, he's like, take a picture. I was like, hey, this is dope. I didn't get no more tickets. So, but anyways, point is like, when you stew in stuff and you're upset and you're angry, you tend to bring more like negative crap into your life. Like I'm telling you, like watch that in your life. Like, I mean, think about times where it's happened. But in your life, like moving forward, like when you're happy, try to be happy. I guarantee you more good is gonna come into your life just because you feel happier. Like imagine this is give you a real small like example. Have you ever met like someone who was super happy and you were just like, you felt like unhappy around them for like, I've never like talked to someone who's like super upbeat and like smiling and stuff. You're never like, you're just like, you might feel awkward for a second because you're kind of not happy and he's super happy and you're like, but then you're like
maybe I should be happy.
You're like, this guy's, he's figured something out. So just think of things like that where it's like, it's hard, I think, if you see like someone super happy to be like,
yeah.
Unless you're just like a petty like,
but it's easy to see someone super unhappy and be like,
yeah. So this is the thing, guys. The whole video, I'm just trying to talk to you guys about like being able to like understand the difference between like mean happiness, like a baseline, like how you just normal, and then understand that like you're gonna have these in your life where things are, you get things, you achieve things, and you're gonna be happy, but don't ever let that be the thing you're constantly chasing. Like try not to chase that. Chase just that mean level of happiness, because then all these other things are just like, it's just like icing on the cake. It's just enhanced. It's just you feel better. So that's all. Understand that. And I guess the other message was like, no one ever was like super unhappy and then brought good stuff in their life. Like no one's done that. I don't do that. I notice.
Stay happy.
Be happy, stay happy. I love you guys. Be grateful. I think that's what it comes down to. I'm not trying to be like DJ Khaled because I know he's dropping that Anyways.
He does. He is.
He's dropping an album. He's always dropping an album. Because he doesn't have to actually make music. He just gets everyone else to do it.
Still putting in work though.
Yeah, he's dope. I don't got nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying like, be grateful. That's all. I love you guys.